everyone, this is my next review. It's for the black Taffeta Underbust corset made to measure by Kate of Totally Wasted, who's a corsetiere based in Toronto. So here is the front, the side, the back, and the other side. So for the length and fit of this, the center front here is 13 inches, and then from the underbust to the lap is about 10.5 inches. However, like I said before, this is made to measure, so if you have a shorter torso, then Kate can certainly accommodate that for you. It also has this very sweeping lower line at the back here. It's a very unique lower line, which I really like because I often have a problem with shorter corsets kind of sticking into my bum or the lower back, that curve there. However, this is nice and just like basically follows the contour of the upper bum instead of just cutting into it. You can see it's also a long line corset, so it does control the hips quite a bit. So here's the corset laying flat. For the material of this, it's essentially 2 layers. The outer layer, the fashion fabric, is this black taffeta, and if I open it up, then you can see on the inside it has black German couture. Now I'm just going to show you a close-up of this German couture because this has the tightest weave of any couture that I've ever seen before, and it is insanely strong. You'll also notice that there is no additional liner on the inside. The stitching of the boning channels and everything is visible, and you can see the waist tape here. I don't find that uncomfortable in any way. Basically, the stitching is neat enough that Kate doesn't need to put on a liner to hide the guts. And Kate also says that she likes her corsets as light and unbulky as possible. And I have to agree, this is actually one of my lightest corsets, despite the fact that it is heavily boned. It is extremely light and unbulky, which is one thing that I do like about this. And you can see the embellishments on this corset includes a lace overlay in really large motifs. It's mirror matched on both sides, and there are also black Swarovski crystals all over this corset on the lace. They're all hand set. They're very sparkly. So looking at the inside here, the construction is 5 panels per side. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gives a very curvy, wrinkle-free shape when it's on me, and it looks and feels as though the couture and the taffeta were treated as one layer. On the outside, you can see that the boning channels, those are all external channels except for the ones by the grommets at the back here. And there's a combination of single boning channels here at the front and double boning channels here at the side and the back. And as I just mentioned before, there is a waist tape in this corset. It's visible on the inside of the corset, secured at the front and back panels, and also secured at the boning channels, being sewn down on top of that waist tape. And the binding at the top and bottom of this corset is made from matching strips of black taffeta. It's neatly machine stitched on both the outside and on the inside here. So you'll notice here that there's no Modesty panel at the back. Kate designs her corsets to close completely in the back instead of having a 2-inch gap. So she makes these corsets to order, so the waist size is of your choosing. So if you're going to be ordering this corset, then just tell her what your corseted waist size is so that she can make it close in the back for you. However, there is a placket in the front here, extending from the knob side of the busk to prevent pinching or skin from showing through. The busk is 11 inches long with 5 pins. It's a standard busk, about 1/2 inch wide on each side, although it is reinforced with an additional bone on either side. And if you choose the made to measure option, she does give you the choice of different lengths of busks. For bones, there are 24 bones total in this corset, so 12 on each side, and they are all flat steel bones. They're all spring steel. So in the front and the back, there are slightly more stiff types of spring steel boning, and on the sides here, to give a more curvy silhouette, there is a slightly more flexible kind of spring steel bone. And here are the grommets. There are 24 2-part size 00 grommets, 12 on each side. They have a medium lip around them, and there are no splits in the grommets, no fraying or coming away from the fabric. You can also see here on the underside, there's no splits or anything. If you see any little fabric there, it's just because she always uses an awl. She puts the grommets in the traditional way, so there is a little bit of fabric left over, but that is all right to me because that means that there's more fabric gripping the grommets here. And you can see here that the ribbon, it glides smoothly through, and the laces are all 1 inch wide, double-faced satin ribbon, black, very strong, pretty, and it holds the bow reasonably well. It doesn't slip too much or anything. This corset is available on Etsy for $325 US. Now that is the standard size version. If you want the custom made to measure version, then that is another $40, so $365 US. However, that also includes a mock-up, so it's actually a pretty good deal that you're getting for that price. And this corset, there's only a limited number available to be made because of the limited access to lace. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, click the like button and help support the channel. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and let me know if you want to see more custom-made corsets made by individual corsetieres in the future. So I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye!